We're very excited. I mean, the way we look at this approach in the marketplace and internally is what we refer to as the all-glass solution. And what that means is that irrespective of the viewing methodology one consumes content, be it on a tablet or a laptop or on your giant ULED screen, we'll have the ability to count impressions across all of those screens. And we are unique in that ability because nobody else does linear addressable advertising the way we do. Yet there are a bunch of competitors in the digital space. What we do is bring both elements together and provide the advertiser with a complete 360-degree view of the consumer, which is up until now been the holy grail. And so we're pretty excited about the advent, and we're on our way to launching that in Q4 of 2016.
Great, great. So that will mean that the software, it's not software installed in the cable box that you have at home. It's cloud-based, or explain a little bit.
That's correct. That's going to be a cloud-based decision system, and will mimic all of the capabilities that we offer on linear, but offer those on digital as well. And so it's a nice blend of having the two capabilities into one and giving that global view of a consumer, and making sure that you impact or you count all of the impressions that are being seen, irrespective of how that's being viewed or captured by the audience member.
Okay, cool. And tell us what else is going on with Invidi, and what sort of, you guys are sort of, the industry is changing quickly. There's a lot happening with addressable now. It seems that there's a lot more receptiveness in the advertising world. The operators, I guess, have believed in you guys, obviously, for a while, and more operators are coming on with addressable. We'll see what happens soon, but give us your take on the addressable advertising business.
The addressable has really sort of, we kept hearing programmatic, and now it's really a transition to addressable. Advertisers are looking for a way to break through the clutter and ensure that there's a one-to-one message being delivered from an advertiser to a prospective customer or an existing customer. And that's what got me excited about Invidi, and that's why I joined about 3 years ago. I used to run a big brand in Canada, and the ability to not have to worry about having to re-rate my entire base of customers if I put out a new ad, be it on TV or print, was something that really captured my imagination. Another piece that's really exciting about what Invidi does is the notion of episodic arcs with respect to advertising. So if you are an advertiser and you're seeking to hit about 15 impressions over the flight of a commercial, the ability to be able to introduce a product, then have discuss all of the relevant attributes of the product, and then for the final 5 impressions really have a call to action approach is what captured my imagination and what makes the technology so powerful. And in particular, what we're seeing here in the United States with advertisers and the competitive threats that have ensued is a focus on how do you reduce ad load? When you look at what's taking place in the U.S., a lot of the advertisers are looking at digital, and some of the competitive digital video offerings, such as Netflix or Hulu, have a much more reduced or non-existent advertising element to it. A lot of the programmers in the U.S. are worried about that, and they're trying to slice and dice this approach to market that reduces the ad content, the ad volume, but ensures that there's a significant cash-on-cash return such that the advertising business as a whole stays robust, continues to grow, but you get the ability to pleasure and delight your customer by, instead of having 14 minutes, you can drop that of advertising, you can drop that down to 12 minutes. Yet because addressability offers you so much effectiveness, you actually, as a programmer, increase your revenue pie. So it's really a benefit for all players. The consumer gets a reduced ad load with relevant ads that they're interested in. The programmer gets to reduce the number of ads, so again, a delight for the customer. Yet because addressability brings favorable rates, their cash-on-cash return exceeds their regular ad. And the advertiser gets to put together a piece of creative that has episodic arcs, and really delivers new customers and increase usage by existing customers, which is really, the holy grail of marketers.
And what about performance, and what do the marketers want? And it's a new world for them in a way, and they understand it conceptually. Are they getting the results, the performance, the ROI? Is that there yet?
It's a great question, and the results are nothing short of remarkable. We have countless case studies on Invidi.com should any viewers want to go check that out. But you'll see that when we work with advertisers, we have seen a 92% renewal rate on ad buys for addressable, and the other 8% really has been a function of them tweaking the creative or not being in the right place in the funnel to actually make use of addressable, because addressable is not to be used by every advertiser all the time. There are specific instances, and where in the funnel you're at is something that's key and critical in terms of how you take advantage of the addressable capabilities.
Cool. And so what's next for you guys? The glass is a big deal. What do you hope looking out the next year? What are your hopes?
Well, we're aggressively courting a bunch of customers globally. We've got some work in Europe here that's really exciting and that we're thrilled about. We've got stuff all over the globe, and I can't, for competitive reasons, really share too much there. But know that that we're going to replicate what the success we've had in the United States and in countries and continents all over the world. And those conversations are in deep talks with a bunch of players, and we're pretty excited about the future at Invidi and, of course, the future of TV, which we believe in firmly.